I'm never sleeping, cause sleeping is the cause of your death. Live by the code till I take my last breath. I'm never sleeping. I hustle while you rest. We from the cooking still ain't nothing left.
It's your boy Reality Round Bullard, man. I'm here with another episode of the Reality Round with my co-host
Boss Hawk 215 _ Reality Realm. Hey people, we are loving the love, man. My partner told me that we got over 182,000 views on Instagram. So needless to say, we appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it. Keep looking, keep watching. Tell a friend to tell a friend as always, man.
No doubt.
So first thing we're gonna start off with is life topics. Why is it more important that us as a community we'll support Gucci, Fendi, Louis Vuitton, the big corporate people.
Right.
But when it comes time to a black-owned business, you really don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? You got all types of excuses. But go ahead. I'll let you take that one. Go ahead.
I think it's simple, brother. Just a bunch of fucking haters. See, now, let me just go ahead and just clear the air on something before I go a step further. I'm a black man, and I'm a proud to be black man. I wouldn't have it no other way. You know what I'm saying? I don't never wake up no day of the week and feel like I've been shortchanged. I feel like it was done the way it was supposed to be done. However, I will say this. With all that being said, I still know what I know about mines. And when I say mines, I'm talking about this right here. I know what I know about mines. And the average motherfucker, if it ain't they homie, if it ain't they relative, if it ain't that kind of shit going on, the hate is real. In some case scenarios, if it is they relative or if it is they homie, the hate is real. These fuckers don't want to see the. You know what? That crab in the barrel shit. Oh, that's real.
That's real.
That's real. Man, that's actual factual right there, brother.
That's real.
Motherfuckers, it's like they start panicking when they see that you got the balls to step out there and try to do something on an entrepreneurial type note. Something that's that could potentially put you in a certain tax bracket, and they could tend it with working that fucking telemarketing job. I mean, now listen. Now let me just say this. I'm not knocking nobody. Listen, get your bread how you get it, Playboy. But all I'm saying is, don't get mad at me because I'm willing to take the chance to build something from the ground up that has the potential to really, like I said, put me in a better tax bracket, and you content with working at fucking AT&T customer service. Don't get mad at me because that's the way I get down, and that's the way you get down, and the way you get down might make you a fucking clown, and that's reality.
Oh man! All right, so my take on it is this though. I'm noticing a couple of things, and it's not. I don't want to say it's hate. It's more or less like everybody has a t-shirt company. Everybody makes hoodies. Everybody does this. Everybody does that. My thing with black-owned businesses is I've supported a lot of people just by, hey, you doing this? Okay, I'll buy it off you. You know what I'm saying? I give you a shot. I give you a play.
No doubt.
But when you start charging $300 for a hoodie, I have a problem with that. First of all, I know where you got the hoodie from. All y'all people go either the same place or from the same manufacturer. The quality is not the greatest. It's not like a Nike hoodie, you know what I'm saying, where you have actual quality. You wash the motherfucker about 3 times, you can still hang dry and the shit's still peeling off. So to me, it's more or less like this. You know what I'm saying? I will support all day, but you can't have bare money with champagne wishes. You're not going to be the next Ralph Lauren if you don't take the time to get the right quality of stuff.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, I support all day. So when I look in my closet, I have an array of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I might have some designer, might have something that somebody, I bought off of somebody off of, I could be at one of the bars. You could be at the bar and somebody be selling hoodies. I'll give you a shot. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a play. It's no problem. But I can't watch the motherfucker twice and it's over. I can't do that. So my thing will be this. I'll support, but you can't sit up here and expect everybody to buy just because you're black owned. And because, like you said, I'm a relative, I'm a cousin, I'm a close family friend. Oh, you got to support. I'm supporting, but at some point in time, I want to support a good quality product.
First of all, don't tell me what I got to do. That's number one. See,
and it's like, if you don't do it, then that's when you're a hater.
Okay, but see now, as the person that's as the person that's attempting to get this shit done, you gotta be realistic on some shit too on your side. Like you just said, charge them $300 for listen, man.
Right.
I got a fucking issue with paying that from a well-established designer, somebody that's been around for years. I have an issue giving him that. You just now starting off, but I'm supposed to just peel that shit right off and give it to you and feel good about it? Nah. See,
Exactly.
now that's not to say I won't never do it. Not saying that. But I feel like when you trying to get off the ground, if you maybe early on in the situation give, like you said, good quality apparel, but at a nice price,
Exactly.
motherfuckers will remember that. And then when you start to hike your prices up a little bit because you'd have made some waves out here, they won't even mind paying the difference because they know in the beginning your shit was this. Here go another idea. Why not start off everybody that supports you in the beginning? You provide some type of maybe like card for them. And this makes you know that they were a day one customer. So
Right.
when this shit, you get that deal, your shit blow up. When you start charging those high end prices, you give your day ones the same price they always got. When you
Yeah,
first,
that's true.
that would be good shit right there. That's a good way how you as the designer could show loyalty to your customers. Because if they've been supporting you from day one, then they should definitely get that kind of consideration. But these other motherfuckers that waited for you to get the deal to step out, and all of a sudden now they want to be grabbing. Yeah, you should have to pay the top end price.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't support from the ground level. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's a hard grind. I know a couple people that did some stuff, whatever, with the clothing, and they made it right now. They stepped on a lot of necks to do it. I ain't gonna get into that, but it's sometimes where you just, you got to look out. You can't say, okay, I'm gonna sell you this T-shirt for $75. I could buy a Moschino T-shirt for $75. Truth be told, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to support you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then it's like every time, I got this, I got that. I don't need everything that you have. I'm not going to fuck broke just because you selling T-shirts and hoodies and maybe some denim jackets or something, whatever. I don't care. If I like it, I'll grab it off you. Hopefully we can work a deal out. And another thing too is these people making these jeans. I know somebody who actually you don't have to buy the jeans. You can bring your own jeans. That cuts down on the price. And he'll just go ahead and design them the way you want him to design them. Like that little, the new style with the paint on them and all that.
Oh, all right.
Like that. You know what I'm saying? He'll hook your joints up for a small gain. That's smart too. If you bringing something to me, whatever, and I got a line, I could just design on that, whatever you got. It don't have to be me going out to get the T-shirt. I'm saying him going out to get the T-shirt. You don't know how much he paid for it. He could have paid $5. It took him half an hour to do whatever he did, spray paint it, whatever they do, and they charging you $75.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel as though like it's a better way, man. Just like I want to close it off with this on my end. Just because you sell clothes don't mean I got to buy them. Bottom line, you can't be mad at me.
That's true. And here goes something else too. Stop always trying to get rich quick off your fellow man, Mr. Support the black-owned business. That ain't cool either. You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, nobody shouldn't have to go broke so you can feel good about what you got going on.
Exactly.
That shit don't even add up.
At all, man. Trust me, man. It's all the same stuff. Like, and I'm not down nobody. You go to the Mabel Marie and Milano. They make the same shit. There's no distinguishing, honestly, unless I see the name on it.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, like, why are y'all actually in the same lane? Does anybody have any different ideas? If it's a production cost thing, I understand that. But then again, I mean, you got into this game, you know what I'm saying, that, to let your mind go.
Right.
But this don't hit me over the head with $75, $85, $95 for a T-shirt. I can't do it. Sorry. So I'll support. Yeah, maybe I'll buy some socks or something. I don't know, but I'll support.
You can ask for it, but actually getting it is something totally different.
Right. All right, so we're gonna move along from that, man. This is a good one right here, man. Why is it that black folks are so quick to do a challenge? You know, the whatever challenge, they just make up stuff. I don't even know what it is. And why are we not having a challenge for ourselves as black people to stick together? Now, I'm going to start this off, and it kind of lingers from the last topic, too. Well, not really. I mean, I think it's more or less a social media thing. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, though, they want to be seen. They want to be seen doing this, seen doing that. And, all right, you got a big ass, but it's probably fake. I mean, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, social media just kills a lot of stuff, man. It really does. It really does. And I think that we should stick together. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. Like, you know, we probably one of the only races that don't.
No doubt.
I see Mexicans. The Mexicans be out there at Home Depot. They probably all live together. Everybody putting this $80 for rent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's more or less like, you know, Puerto Ricans, they stick together. Jamaicans, they stick. Chinese people, they stick together. Everybody, it's just us. We just so apart. And that's that crab in the barrel thing you was talking about. That's the way I look at it. So for once and for all, stop doing these fucking nut ass challenges. I don't really care. Get them off my damn timeline. Find something else better to do with your time. Read a book, something. I don't know.
Well, I want to, you know what? First of all, I want to give a shout out to our mutual homie, Mr. Squadron _98, for bringing this whole thing to my attention. You know, this was a post he put up. I don't know where he got it from or whatever, but he brought it to my attention. So,
right.
But, yeah, if you notice, right, that's funny because motherfuckers, just look at parents out here, right? And I'm gonna go with like kind of youngish parents.
If right, so you're taking like 20, 19, 18, all that.
Like, if you, yeah, I could go that young, but I feel like at that point you really still kind of like a kid. I'm gonna bump it up a little higher. I'm gonna say maybe 25.
Okay.
Like 25 to 35, right? In that frame. The average motherfucker out here is so proud when their kid know the latest song on the radio. They so
what is that about?
They so proud when they kid know the latest fucking, like you said, the latest challenge.
Right.
The latest TikTok dance. The latest, like they hearts act like it's bursting with pride when they say that these motherfuckers got knowledge of these aforementioned topics. However, like you also said, can the motherfucker read?
Yeah.
Motherfucker count. Do the motherfucker know anything that ain't internet related?
Something that's going to help you move forward with your future. So you ain't the old bitch on, I'm sorry, excuse my language. You ain't the old chick on TikTok, 45 years old, still trying to get your challenge on. Come on, man.
Man, you know what, brother? It's a sad state of affairs when you really take a step back and you look at it, you know, because sometimes you need to do that with a situation. You need to take a step back and really look at it to get the full view of what it is. And in this case scenario, when you look at these challenges, and it seems like every couple days is a new one, and it's spread like wildfire. I don't know who ignites the flame, but I mean, once they ignite it, that shit burns the trail. And next thing you know, everybody's posting something now off of this challenge. And it's non-productive. It ain't putting no bread in nobody's pocket. You know what I'm saying? I won't say that. I ain't going to say that because some motherfuckers is profiting off it. Right. But the majority of the people you see trying to do whatever nut-ass shit they got going on at that moment, they ain't getting a damn dime. But all they doing is wasting their fucking time. You know what I'm saying? They sitting up here, like you said, and it's scary when you see a motherfucker 40 plus out here trying to do some dance challenge or some. I mean, the shit gets sad. It gets downright pathetic. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a fuck I don't give a fuck who don't like it. Yeah, I said it. You know what I'm saying? You need to sit your fucking ass down somewhere. First of all, let these kids have this bullshit if you of a certain age. And as far as the kids go, you need to tell them motherfuckers straight like this. When they come in your face talking about, hey, you want to see this dance I learned on TikTok? No, motherfucker. If you in the 7th grade, I want to see you read on a 7th grade level.
You already know.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see you
know.
If you in the 7th grade, on a 7th grade level. I don't want to see you still running around ABCDing it like you fucking 3.
Right.
The fuck? That ain't it. And that's the problem. Us as black people, we worry about the wrong shit, bro. We worry about the wrong shit. The wrong shit, we take it and we place it atop a pedestal, and it don't belong up there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It really don't belong up there. We worry about the wrong shit. That's why a lot of us, I ain't gonna say all of us, because I know you or I are not in this category. That's why a lot of us come off looking like fucking clowns more often than not, because we all somewhere worrying about and doing clown shit. Period.
Real shit. Can't say no better than that, man. Really can't say no better than that. I mean, I just wish, you know, I always ask this question. What if there was no Twitter, no TikTok, no Instagram, no Facebook? What would people really be doing?
It's funny you say that, because I've heard a couple motherfuckers talk like they really wouldn't know how they would get through their day to day without this shit. And then I'd be thinking, wait a minute, homie, you lived a long motherfucking time in this world
without any of that shit.
Without any of this shit. So now all of a sudden you're gonna sit here trying to tell me you don't know how you would make it without it? You know, once again, worry about the wrong shit.
That's definitely the wrong shit. Because honestly, I mean, at this stage of the game, like you said, if you're 30 or something like that, you should be worried about securing your future.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, once you hit 30, man, that shit start flying.
Yep.
That shit start flying. It's like, motherfucking Pico don't want to hear shit. PGW don't want to hear shit. They don't want to hear I was on TikTok doing the whatever. Like, oh, for real? Clipping. Real shit.
Hey, yo. It's kind of like, okay, you heard about the bull, right? The bull that brought everybody to Nay dance. You heard what happened with him?
Yeah, didn't he shoot somebody or something like that?
I think he's supposed to be locked up on, you know, because he murdered his cousin or some shit, or allegedly murdered his cousin. Man, listen. See, now, my question to that is simply this. Did he whip in Nay one time too many? You know, sometimes you reach a breaking point in life.
Yeah.
You know,
and you know what, though? That breaking point could have been whereas though it's like, how can I explain it? Well, it's easy. The bread wasn't coming in no more. Now you out here, you got to go out, you got to survive now. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. He did his cut. We don't know what happened, so I'm not going to say it was anything drug related or trying to rob him or something like that, whatever. But I just still feel as though, like, you gotta build a portfolio, man. Like, I was talking to somebody yesterday, whatever. Like, in these times right now, you need at least 2 to 3 streams of income, man.
Oh yeah.
Everybody can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about doing it. 2 to 3 streams of income, and you don't have to kill the game. Like I told him, like I don't have to hit home runs every time up. I don't have to hit doubles. Just give me the singles. I'm cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to wind up piling up.
For sure.
So that's just the way I feel about that, man. So we're gonna move on from that topic. Oh, well, you know, as always, so we pretty much agree we need to stick together and power up, basically.
Stick together and fuck them challenges, and that's reality.
All right, so now we're going somewhere we haven't been in a while, man. And I'm excited for this one right here. So we got a movie review. First up, we have American Skin, and after that, we have One Night in Miami. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you start this one off.
Oh man, well, you know what? American Skin. It's a deep movie, man. It's one of those films that can really stir up the emotions, you know, because there's a lot of valid points that are made in movies like that.
Right.
And they're not just made from one perspective. They're made on both perspectives. It's some very valid points. However, I say this. There are some things that I feel, and this is just so that we can stay safe. See, this is what I don't understand about a lot of people. If you can acknowledge certain things or certain ways, then you should also be able to then devise a plan to deal with said situation. Meaning, if you could say, oh, well, you know what? there's white privilege in the world because they get to talk to the cops any way they want. They get to do this and that, and nothing don't never happen to them. They never threat to get shot, or they never. Okay, homie, if you know all that to be facts, then that means when you're coming into certain situations, now don't take this the wrong way. I'm not saying tuck your tail between your legs and be a bitch. I'm not saying that. But at the same time, you gotta be smart enough to understand that this game that you're about to play, from the moment you see them lights come on, and you got to stop your will, this game is rigged, brother.
Yeah.
This game is rigged, so you gotta approach it like you understand that. You do not, you know what? When I was a young boy growing up, my mother used to always tell me, you don't give a person a stick to crack you over the head with. All that means is you don't give a person the excuse or the opportunity to do what they want to do anyway.
Right.
You make it as difficult for them to do that shit as possible. But this film, when you look at how things happen, the way everything escalated, is so fucking typical. One of us is always somewhere like this.
Right.
That ain't it, man. That shit ain't it. If this shit right here don't come into play, maybe it goes a different way.
Right.
But because, like clockwork, that's exactly what the fuck went down. That nut shit went down. And it's disheartening.
I can agree. I can definitely agree. Because the way I was looking at it was like, he already told his son, like, yo, you can't be out here. We get pulled over. It's like, you get pulled over, you in a one-on-one with a cop. They don't want to hear about the law. Don't even try that. You told him, look, get yourself out of the situation safe. You comply, and you take your ass home. And it's ironic how, the same situation played out. They get pulled over. He, like you said, he waving his phone, you know what I'm saying, trying to get some video, and shit went left. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the one part I did like about that movie was, and I loved it, and it probably never happened, when he took and made them go to trial.
Okay.
He made the cops, the one boy, whatever, who killed his son.
Right.
I thought that was a thorough aspect of it, because it was like, okay, now it's not a jury of your peers, it's a jury of just some random people.
Mm-hmm.
Let them hear the story and let them decide.
Right.
And the crazy part, I thought he was going to rock him, but he didn't, and I think he knew he was going to get rocked going out there.
Yeah, I think the moment he made up his mind to do that, he threw caution to the wind.
Right.
Because it's no way in the hell you're going to do some shit like that, especially when you consider the motivation in you doing it. The events that led up to you taking it where you took it, you kind of figure like they almost have to react the way they did, because it's just going to open the floodgates for more motherfuckers to try the same shit.
Right.
But if a motherfucker that made up their mind that they ready to die for what they believe in, they gonna do whatever.
Exactly. It's almost like, it's almost like kamikaze bombers. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. Mm-hmm. I'm going out with a bang.
Yes, sir. No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, rating wise, I give it a 9.5. You gave it a 9, I believe, right?
Oh no, for that joint, I give that shit a 9.5.
You did? Okay. All right. So we're on the same language then. All right. So moving on to the next movie, One Night in Miami. I got to start this off. I love Malcolm X, but he got bitched in that fucking movie. I don't care what you're talking about, man. Malcolm was like a fucking sucker, man.
Nah, man.
While he got up, that motherfucker, he did one of these. He put his legs up.
Hold up, man. Nah, listen. First of all, that's the greatest that ever did it in the square circle that stood up in an aggressive manner. I mean, I don't know too many motherfuckers that would have jumped up out their chair for that one. But at the same time, I think it was more of a situation where that brother had too much love and respect for Mr. Ali to even think in terms. Because one thing about it, when you look at the walk that Malcolm walked, he was anything but a bitch. He wasn't that. I mean,
that's the way it looked to me. I don't know.
Look, man, from the moment that brother picked up the Quran and started speaking the language he was speaking to the people, he knew that he had a target on his back. He knew that from day one. I remember you saw many different variations of X and Martin Luther King. And I remember in the story of King, the one that would come on TV all the time, I remember watching that when him and Malcolm was sitting there having a conversation. Malcolm told Martin, we're both dead men. Told him. He said, we both dead men. Like, he knew what it was. It wasn't no mystery or no big secret. He said, listen, this right here, what we doing is going to get us straight to the pine box, brother, but he did it anyway. So, I mean, listen, man. Hey,
look, man, like you said, Ali bitched him. It's not anything you got to go to sleep with. You know what I'm saying? So he got bitch. It's cool.
I don't feel like he did. But anyway, anything else you want to add about that movie, brother?
I think it was a good insight to that movement. Some things that we probably never would know without that movie coming out. So, I gave it about an 8.5, about 8.75. I'm being, generous. I just felt as though it should have been a little more deeper. Because remember, at the end, they kind of was all doing their own thing.
I'd give it a 9. And the reason why I give it a 9, because I felt it was very informative.
It definitely was. It was, yeah.
And like it gave each character an opportunity to kind of present how they felt about the movement and what was going on, and how they assessed one another. That's what I liked about it. How they looked at each other and called each other out on their shit and what they were and were not doing. And I like that aspect of it. I like the fact that they were able to say, hey man, like how Malcolm did Sam Cooke when he questioned him on the type of music he was making. You know what I'm saying? He was like, listen, bro, you can do it a better way. I know you got the talent. You could do it a better way. You could do it different. I mean, Sam ain't like that shit. You know what I mean? He stormed off out of there. He was mad as shit. But I mean, look, when he went on the show, that's what he did the whole joint. A change is gonna come. That song. That song, yeah. That shit is legendary right there.
Right. But I think that's what Malcolm was pushing him to do.
Exactly. So, I mean, once again, Malcolm X. You know what I mean?
No, it's all good. I mean, I fucks with Malcolm. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with by any means necessary. I fucks with him. It's just that, when motherfuckers ready to tee off on you, you had your leg up. That's all I'm saying. So, I mean, it's what it is.
Man, I ain't following you. I'm gonna take a line out your book. I'm not gonna follow you down that rabbit hole.
That's cool. All right, so you had another movie that you wanted to bring up. You just told me about today. So go ahead and give you the floor, good brother.
The movie No Escape. Yeah, I put that on my Instagram page. I seen it last night for the first time. I watched it on Hulu. I mean, I don't know if anybody out there do not have the Hulu service and you were thinking about getting it, you might as well go ahead and do that just so you can see this movie, because it was definitely worth it. But I'm gonna say this is another movie that kind of brings certain emotions to a boiling point. And again, I don't want to give a movie away, because if you haven't seen it, I want you to watch it. And it's one of those movies, like I said in the post, you need to watch it until the end. But Onyx hit the nail on the head when they said way back in '93 that ain't nothing worse than a bitch ass nigga. I mean, they fucking nailed that shit, man. You couldn't have nailed that more than if you had a hammer and nails and you smacked the shit out of the nail with the hammer. You couldn't have nailed it no better. And like that applies to that movie. It seems like cats are who they are, but it's a reminder of how we are dealing with people in our day to day, where if you a thorough nigga, the next motherfucker you dealing with or whatever might not be cut from the same cloth as you. And yet and still, you take it upon yourself to embark on certain journeys with these cats. And if shit go left, you in it by yourself, bruh.
Yeah.
And that's what that movie right there, it kind of brings that to light. It's a reminder in the sense that you got to be careful. I tell motherfuckers all the time, especially if I see a young nigga out here doing him, or in some cases her, because shit, you got some wild chicks out here just like you got some wild young boys. So
Right.
I say to the motherfucker, listen, I see what you're doing. I'm not even gonna play myself by telling you not to do it because you too far gone.
Yeah, you already made your mind up.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just say this to you though. Watch what you do and who you do it with. Because you don't want to find out in crunch time that you're dealing with a fucking lame.
Yeah.
It's too late. That's the wrong time to find out. You do not want to find out in crunch time that you're dealing with a fucking lame. Because I promise you, that lesson is going to be a costly one. And hopefully you don't have to pay the ultimate price with your life. And that's reality.
That's real shit. So you know what though? I'm putting it on my to watch list. I'm definitely gonna check it out. Because I have not seen it yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and check that one out.
Good move.
All right, moving right along, man. We are at football news. So seems like Carson, Pennsylvania, whatever people was calling them, one side of Philly. So let me ask you a question. So we got to drop that Pennsylvania shit off, right? I mean, it's only right, right?
All right, listen, man. Are you going to take this as an opportunity to yet one more time throw Wentz under the bus?
I'm not throwing him under the bus. I'm just asking the question.
I mean, you've done it so many times in the past, though.
All right, you know what? I'm just going to continue on.
I'm going to answer your question. Because I'll say this. If he's no longer playing here, I don't know why anybody would call him that. I mean, it wouldn't even make sense to call him that if he's no longer playing here.
Okay, all right. I got other thoughts, but anyway, I ain't gonna do it. So he wants out of Philly. However, the Eagles, they want to salvage the relationship. I don't know how they're gonna do that. If they have to trade him, they say they're looking for a number one minimum.
Okay.
I'm gonna start this one off. Yeah, you're not getting a number one for Carson Wentz. Sorry, it's not gonna happen. Let's just talk facts. He's been in the league about 5 years?
Something like that.
5 years. And what have you done? When you think about it, I mean, you're not the Super Bowl MVP. You haven't really done anything in the regular season. You're always getting hurt. And now you're gun shy. You just don't play. I don't know where he be throwing to, honestly. A couple times I caught him on the tube. I'm like, yo, what is he doing? Then he had a nerve to double down on it. He said, man, I'm going to do what I'm going to do at the press conference. That's not number one talk right there. It's not. Not giving him a number one. I would not give them a number one.
So wait, just to clarify things, they're saying they want a first round pick, not a number one.
Yeah, first round pick. My fault, not a number one. All right. So first round pick. I don't give a shit. I'm not giving them that either.
So if you're a team, wait a minute. If you're a team picking, say maybe from pick 20 on down in the first round, and you're in market for a quarterback, that's not worth a shot?
No.
It's
not worth a shot.
Why is that not worth a shot?
Because I think he's shot already. I think it's a mental thing.
Okay, I mean, we talked about this before, and I was saying,
go ahead and say fuck Wentz, man. Fuck it. Let's just say what I'm trying to say. Fuck him. Fuck him. I don't care. They made a mistake by drafting him, and granted, to their fault, kinda. There was no other quarterback. Who was it? Him and Jared Goff, between them two.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can't really know. Both of them asked to me, so I can't really say you would have. Maybe you should have spent more time drafting offensive lineman, maybe a defensive lineman. I don't know. I have to go back in that draft and see what was coming behind him. But still, it's like, come on, man. Like, dude, he is shot. I don't understand it. Or it's either that, or you need Frank Reich to babysit you.
Okay, well, you know what? That segues my point. I don't know what place the Colts are picking at. I know it got to be somewhere in the 20s.
Somewhere in the 20s.
So you don't think it would be if they're going into the draft, because now Rivers is rolling on up out of there.
Right.
The QB situation is kind of up in the air.
Well, I don't think they have a quarterback.
They got Jacoby Brissett on the roster.
You sure? Because he only had a 1-year deal.
Well, shit. Okay, let me say it this way. I believe they have
I mean, you could be right too. I don't know. Was it 1 year? I know he negotiated his own deal, and it was like 1 year. I think 20 million or something like that. And everybody was raving about it because he didn't use an agent.
Okay. Hey, that ain't bad if he made $20 million this past season. Hey, shit, that ain't bad at all.
I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad. He cut all them fees off from the agent, take all that money.
Yeah, why not?
I ain't mad at him at all.
No
but
doubt.
I think so. Honestly, in the perfect world, that would be the perfect place for Carson Wentz to go there, because you're going back to your offensive coordinator, who's now the head coach.
Right.
I mean, the backfield looks pretty good with Jonathan Taylor and Nyheim Hines. Offensive line, they got some studs up there. The defense is good. So, I mean, it'll be the perfect situation. I just think he's shot.
Now, you know what? From a knowledge of the game standpoint, I'll say this. If he goes there, it's a very good possibility things could turn around. If Frank Reich was the reason why he was successful before, he could be responsible for his resurgence. But now, speaking as a fan, I mean, I wouldn't want to see him go there and be the fuck successful, because now that means I got to do. See, listen, I mean, I'm all for.
If he go there, all he gonna do is throw the ball to y'all.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm all for competition. I don't. You know, don't never let it be said that I ran from a challenge. So if he comes there and he turns it around and he makes, you know, if he makes, now see, that's going to make the Eagles organization look bad. I think if he goes there and he puts it all back together again and he starts playing at a high level, that's going to make them look bad, and it's going to make it look like, well, the problem must have been in that situation, in that circle. And because when he came from that one and went to this one, all of a sudden he's back to this MVP caliber player. Like, you know what I mean? That's
honestly, I think, well, it'd be good for him either way, because he has success with Frank Reich. But then again, what does that say about Doug Peterson? I mean, does he get another job off of that? Because at some point, people will be looking like, okay, you really didn't do shit. It was all Frank Reich. And I remember this vividly. I don't want to say all. I would say Andy trusted Frank Reich calling the plays more than Doug Peterson, because Doug had it in the beginning, and then they were both co-game planners, or you know what I'm saying, offensive assistants. So
wait, here goes something for you. Is Doug coming back to KC?
Well, no, we don't need that shit. We don't need that shit. No.
Why not?
We don't need that. We're on a whole different plane right now. We're on a whole different level. We don't need him.
He from Andy coaching tree, right?
Man, that motherfucker fucking around and line us up in the wing T or some dumb shit like that. We don't need him. We good. We are golden. Trust me. We don't need that guy. We good. Matter of fact, go to Indy. One hand watch the other. You got Frank the job. He shined. Go back to him. You know what I mean? Go to Indy. Clear it up that way. Stay out of Missouri, buddy. Well, that's reality.
Okay, cool. But now, you know what though? That segues my next question I got for you. I had seen where they were talking about there was a mutual interest in Sammy Watkins, who signed with y'all. What you think about that, bruh?
You know how I feel about it.
Calling Samuel?
Yeah, Samuel. No, he's like a fucking dark cloud, man. Get him out of here. I've never seen nobody who is just raping the fucking pockets of a team. We could split that money in so many different positions. This guy never plays. Every time I turn around, it's a hamstring. Oh, this happened, that happened. Like, dude, like, what's up with you?
Well, they did say, you know, in all actuality, they did make the statement that he would need to restructure his contract to come back.
Yeah, we made him restructure this year.
Well, they talking about making him do it again.
Yeah, he's gonna have to.
And but from what I hear, he's all in. Y'all all in. Oh, y'all playing nice and getting along so good, ain't that key?
Man, fuck boy, man. He gotta get the fuck up out of here, man. Seriously, like I never seen nobody. He like the kid that come to school and pass and you don't know how because he never there. Like, how the fuck did you the passing grade? You never hear it, dog. What you doing, homework at home or something? I don't get it.
And look, the man got skills.
Man, listen, man. Fuck him. Fuck the boat he rode in on. Fuck Clemson. Fuck everything.
Damn.
Now that's reality. All right, so we're gonna move away from the Carson shit. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm telling you right now, somebody should drop that Pennsylvania thing because it doesn't make any sense. He don't even want to be here.
Well, again, if he leaves, you definitely got to drop it. But if he stays, you kind of got to rock with whatever you've been rocking with dude.
But why? It hasn't been working. It has not worked at all.
I'm just saying, as a fan, you got to keep on. Listen, there's players, we all have gone through it, no matter what the sport. There's always going to be some players on your team that you wish were not there. It just happens. You be like, true. Man, but I got to root for this dude. Like, he plays.
Yeah, I got no choice. I mean, I could root a good way, I could root in a bad way, too. If he go down in the Super Bowl, because I heard he's coming back for that game. If he goes down in the Super Bowl, yeah, it's time to get rid of him, man. Matter of fact, can we call lemon law on that one?
All right, so wait a minute. Watkins is playing in the Super Bowl?
From what I heard, yeah. Him and Le'Veon.
That's some of the fraudest shit I ever heard in my life.
That's what I'm saying. You've been missing this whole time. Now all of a sudden you ready to play in the Super Bowl?
That's oh man, that's some of the fraudest shit I think I done heard.
Real trap. Like I'm good to go now. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, you missed like at least 9 weeks this year. 9 weeks.
Yeah, I would tell him. And see, y'all got your little chemistry going and everything. I would tell that boy to sit down. Just be like, look, man, look, you can come to the game, you can be on the sideline, but just fall the fuck back.
Yeah, do them like we did Shady last year.
Damn.
Yeah, Shady, something happened. I don't know what happened, but they told me he wasn't playing.
Damn.
He sat there and rolled the pine for that Super Bowl win, and I guess he's happy. I don't know. Ain't he still on Tampa Bay? Did they cut him yet?
Nah, I think he is on there. Damn. So you mean to tell me? Okay, I ain't even gonna get into that. You want to just move on.
All right. Now we're going into start, bench, and cut. This is a pretty good one. Pretty good one. Mm-hmm. So we got Lamar, we got Cam, and we got 7, Mike Vick. Who you starting, who you benching, and who you cutting. Oh, now keep in mind, we're talking about prime Cam and prime Vick.
Prime Cam and prime Vick and Lamar Jackson. You know what? If we going off of when these guys were at their best, I would have to say I'm starting Cam, I'm benching Vick, and Lamar got the role. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because Cam Newton at his best, when he was Cam, we all knew he was an MVP. He made it to the bowl. I mean, he got his ass handed to himself in the bowl, but he made it. Yeah. And then you look at Vick. Vick was the first of his kind. No, I can't say that. Yeah, Randall he was. Randall, you could say Randall, but the thing is, when you look at the way they did it, Vick was different from Randall.
Yeah, Vick was straight up like 1-2 and I'm out.
Yeah, he was a little different. Like, I can't even. So I would definitely say Vick was the first of his kind. And to me, Lamar Jackson is like Vick when he touched the magic mushroom with Mario. It's like, you know, when Mario hit that horn and it's like, ring, ring, ring.
Right.
Like, that's kind of like what happened there. It's like, because, you know, he's a bigger, I guess, I would just assume stronger version of Vick. But I still think that when you look at Vick in his prime, I still think that Vick's scrambling ability was different. I would rate it ahead. I mean, Lamar, don't get me wrong. See, a person would hear me say it and be like, well, what you trying to say, Lamar Jackson? Yeah, Lamar is a beast on that note. That's what's got him. That's why he's the threat that he is in the league. His ability to create with his legs. But some of the shit that I've seen Mike Vick do, it's like, yo, what the fuck?
Right. Almost like the Barry Sanders of quarterbacks.
Bro, I remember one time I was watching him play against the Saints. And this motherfucker, matter of fact, no, I'm sorry, wrong. Right team being the Saints, wrong player. I was thinking about when Dion It was Deion Sanders. It wasn't Vic. Deion, when he was running and two Saints players were coming to make a tackle, he took it into another gear and they crashed into each other. That was some of the craziest shit I ever seen.
Yeah, that's Deion. That's definitely Deion for you.
That was crazy. But as far as Vic goes, I've seen Vic make some runs that, like I said, it's just like wow. And you could say the same shit about Lamar Jackson, but like I said, Vic did it first.
Right.
And because Vic did it first, I can't see myself putting Jackson ahead of him. I can't do that one.
Okay. All right. I understand it. Now for me, as you mentioned, I mean, I got to go with Cam starting because him in his prime, that's just a whole nother gear. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, I can't explain it. I really can't explain it. Then I'm going to have to go. I'm going to go Lamar bench. I'm benching Lamar and I'm cutting Vic. Reason being for me is that I feel as though Lamar, with a little tutoring, can actually sit in the pocket and actually deliver the ball. I think like I said, he needs some fine tuning, but I think he could do it. Mike Vick, I don't know what the fuck he was throwing at half the time. And that 1-2 run shit, it slowed him down at the end of his career. I think if Lamar Jackson, hopefully, God willing, if he takes the time to actually study his craft and get a quarterback's coach in the offseason and do the things that a Dan Marino probably did, or, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to beat Dan Marino, of course, but you'll have the fundamentals. You'll have the tools. Okay. I believe in college, they weren't worried about him passing the ball, just run. And it seems almost like that's what Baltimore tried to do in the playoffs against y'all, but it just didn't work. That was just stupid. At this point, you got to ride with what you have. He's going to run the ball, run it.
I think when he was at Louisville, I think he was doing a lot of half-field reads.
Okay.
Like when the play started, he knew going into a given play that he was to read one half of the field, and if it ain't there, take off.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. That's why he was always taking off.
Right.
That definitely makes sense. So I just feel as like I said, man, Mike Vick, I mean, we've seen a lot of great things from him, but he just could never sit still. Besides that 1 year where Andy coached him up, he made the Pro Bowl and all that. That was just, you know. But as soon as Andy left, it was over. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to. Yeah, I'm sticking with it. I definitely got to cut Vic. Sorry, I got to cut him. I got to say about Vic, man. I mean, you know, love him to death. Definitely one of the greatest scrambling quarterbacks of all time. I just think we really need to, you know, get into why he couldn't throw in the pocket, man. That's the only thing I can't understand. But moving along from that subject, bro, we're gonna go ahead and close it down. This is your time.
Once again, I want to thank y'all for kicking it with a couple of brothers who put it down like no other. It's your boy, Reality Ron Bullard, my man, Chris Black. When you need a reality check, the reality room is where you want to be at. We'll be back next week in the building, God willing, and that's reality.
I'm never sleeping, cause sleeping is the cause of your death. Live by the code till I take my last breath. I'm never sleeping, I hustle while you rest. We from the cooking still ain't nothing left.